Okay guys, we have this buckskin that just came in, and obviously he's due for a trim, but there's some concepts in farriery that I feel like are pretty misunderstood. And you know, a lot of farriers, they fall short because they pick one specific shoeing style and they apply it to all horses, right? Now this horse is a classic example of why one specific shoeing style doesn't really work even on the same horse. So what do you guys see about this horse's conformation right off the bat? Specifically, his fronts versus his hinds. What do you guys see? So his fronts obviously have a whole bunch of heel, and he's pretty stood up. And then you go back here to the hinds, and doesn't have any heel at all. And those bulbs are actually pretty close to touching the ground back there. You know, what this horse needs more than anything is he needs a trim. But I see so many farriers that they fit every horse, and they say every horse needs a shoe with length and expansion. And it's just not true. Not every horse needs a bunch of expansion, and not every horse needs length out the back. There's a saying that I really like. A guy told me about 10 years ago, and he said, the further the bulbs are off the ground, the less length of shoe the horse needs as support. The closer the bulbs are to the ground, the more length the horse needs for support. All right? So, you know, like I said, I know this horse is due for a trim, but when you guys go shoe him, and when you're shoeing other horses, be thinking of that. There's not a set length of shoe that you need to have out the back of every horse. Look at where the bulbs are sitting. Look at it, see if the back half of the foot is falling through. On this front, I would fit him pretty tight. I know he needs trimmed, but I'd take the heels down, get his angles all where they need to be, and I'd fit him to the buttress and just stop. You know, like I said, he grows a lot of heel. I don't think this foot is screaming at me, support out the back. And then I come to this hind here. Oh, fuck. And I think this foot would like a little bit of support out the back and like a little bit of shoe. Like I said, the closer the bulbs are to the ground, the more length the horse could have and actually benefit from it. Just some things to think about. We're going to do different shoeing protocols on this horse, and he's going to benefit from it. I think the biggest thing he needs is a good trim. There's not a protocol to follow with every horse. Anatomy is protocol. And if the anatomy is asking for something, then we give it to him in the shoe. Okay? But don't fall into the I shoe every horse the same way. This horse, he needs a few different types of shoeing jobs on his fronts and hinds. Okay, guys? All right, sounds good. All right, to start off on this horse, guys, this horse has really bad mobility. You see, I can't even get him up in my lap. I'm just kind of holding the hoof with one hand and trying to knife with the other. This makes doing a good job so hard. So I try to get out the cradle, and he's pretty reluctant, pulling away. But I got him a little bit comfortable, and I'm just attacking that toe as much as I can, while being aware that he is going to yank his foot away at any moment. Like I said in the beginning, this horse could really use a lot of toe taken off, and I'm actually going to take down quite a bit of heel also. Two things need to be addressed here. The toe length and the negative plantar angle, and the heel length actually needs to be taken down also because it's growing the wrong way. So when I'm holding it right here, I'm going to hit that side down. And I come right here. Just going to put a little bit of heel on there. That is just a quick and nasty heel extension, all right? Not really AFA, but it is definitely a heel extension. Come here, and I go slow. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I check. I'm not pulling out enough source. That's better. Level behind it. Back in again. The more source material I pull down on a quarter clip, the easier they are to pull. Hey guys, I wanted to show you guys how I ended up shoeing this horse. First, I want you to recognize that he is bearing weight on this foot. He prefers this foot now over that one. But this is the heel I was talking about. We just call this a heel extension. And it's great for horses that have the back half of their foot falling through. You know, the term for it is caudal hoof failure, but you know, the bulbs are kind of going towards the ground, and this horse's toe wanted to elevate. This little bit of shoe is just keeping the toe on the ground. I also wanted to show you, because I know some people are going to say the toe still looks long. Just want to compare toe lengths. So this is where we're at on this one. And then over here on this one, that's how much I cut off from that line down. You know, a solid, definitely over an inch. So this is how we ended up. This is what I meant by leaving a little bit of shoe out. And this just helps keep the foot flat on the ground and put the weight bearing back in the middle of the foot. Thanks, guys.